Welcome to the Mind Tricks Radio Distortion of the Day. This is where I explain and discuss in under 10 minutes basic concepts in clinical psychology that I hope you will find practical and useful in your life. Thanks for tuning in. Hey there, Mind Tricks Radio fans. I'm Dr. Aaron Kaplan, clinical psychologist, and today I'm talking briefly about a very common cognitive distortion that we all use from time to time: overgeneralization. When you overgeneralize, you view isolated situations you encounter in your life as example of the way things are most of the time. Never mind that the opposite thing may have happened yesterday, or that there are examples all around you that would contradict what you are thinking. You're not looking at those. The problem with overgeneralization is that you can make yourself angry, bitter, resentful, anxious, guilty, and all sorts of other unpleasant feelings if you tune out all other data around you and focus on the one thing. Let's take a look at some examples. Suppose I want to start playing the bongo drum. I hear there's a Monday night drum circle at the park for anyone to join. I figure, hey, why not? Good opportunity to practice my bongo and meet some nice people. Way to take a risk and try something new, right? When I get there, I'm thrown off by quite a motley crew. One drummer is wearing an Uncle Sam outfit as he beats away on his drum. Another drummer, wearing black robes, has plastic spiders in her hair. And a third guy's grinning like the Cheshire Cat, with vampire teeth. What's the obvious conclusion? Drummers are weird. Better take up a new instrument, perhaps the didgeridoo. A few months ago, I broke up with my girlfriend of 2 years. She cheated on me, and it was pretty devastating. Now, I'm dating a new woman, and we're back at her place after the third date to chill and watch Netflix. And guess what I find out? Her favorite show is Game of Thrones, the same favorite show that my ex used to watch. I ain't going down this road again. No way. She can take her Jon Snow and stay away from me. Let's try another example. I'm new in town, and one night I'm driving down Interstate 397. Suddenly I hear the blaring of horns behind me as two Corvettes zip past at what must be 100 miles an hour. My heart nearly jumps into my throat. I say to myself, this road has really crazy people on it at night. That's the last time I'm driving this route. Finally, let's suppose I want to visit Peru. I've always wanted to hike Machu Picchu. And then I hear an online forum post about an American who got robbed at knife point in Lima and had his wallet stolen. Anxious, I ask a Peruvian acquaintance if he thinks it's safe to travel in Peru, and he says, "Are you kidding? They'll strip you naked the second you step out of the airport and rob you blind." Well, that's it. Guess I'm gonna have to settle for visiting Machu Picchu via YouTube with a bag of butter and popcorn. You see the problem here. I'm making a leap that just because something happened a particular way in the past, or it's happening in the present, this is the way it is. But of course it isn't. I know, we all overgeneralize sometimes, and usually it's not a big deal. Siamese cats are skittish. Mexican food is spicy. Monday mornings suck. But when overgeneralization leads us to feel strongly about something that's not generally true, we run the risk of making bad decisions. Let's take a look at the examples again. Drummers are weird, right? Well, those three drummers were certainly dressed oddly, but do I really know that all drummers act so strangely? It was my first drum circle. How do I know what other drummers are like? Further, how do I know these drummers are so weird? Just because they came dressed strangely at this particular drum circle. Maybe they usually come in suits and ties, and they decided to shake things up a bit this time just for kicks. I wouldn't know, because I've never been there before, nor have I met any other drummers. I just don't know enough about drummers in general, and these drummers specifically, to make a generalized comment about drummers. It certainly would be unfortunate if I gave up drumming based on this one first impression. Let's talk about Game of Thrones girl. First off, if a duck floats and a bike helmet floats, it means a duck is a bike helmet, right? Of course not. Unless you want to be eating bike helmet pate. So girl number 1 likes Game of Thrones and cheats. And girl number 2 likes Game of Thrones also. That means girl number 2 must be a cheater too? Like a bad algebra equation, it just doesn't add up. I've come to learn that Interstate 397 is infested with drag racing hot doggers. It's not safe to drive 397 at night, right? Well, it might not be safe to drive 397 at night, but how could you know based on that one experience? Maybe they pick a different highway each night to race on, and you happen to be on that particular highway the night that they chose that one for their drag race. Not only that, you happen to be on that highway at the exact time they were racing. 10 minutes earlier or 10 minutes later, you could have made all the difference in what you experienced and encountered on the road. Choosing to avoid I-397 because of that one experience is overgeneralizing your belief about the highway being safe or unsafe at night. You don't have enough information to know for sure. Okay, Peru, not safe, right? I mean, an American did get mugged at knife point. After all, it was on the internet. But first off, how do we know that the story was even accurate? The internet is notorious for people exaggerating things, and there's usually no way to independently validate the truth in somebody's post. Maybe someone's got some kind of beef against Peru and don't want people to visit for some personal reason, so they're posting all sorts of nasty things. But let's say the mugging did take place. How much do we know about the details? Did it happen at 3 a.m. in the morning outside a strip club where there might have been a high concentration of drunk young hoodlums looking to make a quick heist? Was the person flashing around wads of money carelessly, which is usually not advised by travel experts? We just don't know the details. And even if it was a bona fide wrong place at the wrong time kind of deal, what does that prove? Have you ever heard of someone being mugged in the US or another supposed safe country? It happens, and I'm guessing with similar frequency to Peru. But don't take my word for it. Look up crime statistics and see for yourself if you really want to make an informed decision. Then go visit Machu Picchu for real. Hey, and enjoy yourself an icy cold bottle of Inca Kola while you're at it. So ask yourself, am I drawing a conclusion about something with only 1 or 2 data points? Do I have the full picture, or am I making a conclusion based on a first impression, a lack of adequate knowledge, or a failure to consider contradictory information? Do yourself a favor. Take a step back. Consider alternative possibilities, and recognize when you're making an overgeneralized conclusion about the way things are without having all the facts. Oh, by the way, regarding the drummers, did I mention it was Halloween? Thanks for listening to today's Distortion of the Week. I'm Dr. Aaron Kaplan, and I wish you the best in cognitive clarity. Thank you for listening to Mind Tricks Radio. I hope you have enjoyed the program. For more information about Mind Tricks, you can go to my website, www.waikikihealth.com. Be sure to subscribe to Mind Tricks on your preferred podcasting host to be notified of new episodes of Mind Tricks. Please take some time to give Mind Tricks a good rating and review wherever you are listening. It really helps get the word out to new listeners. And please like and share Mind Tricks posts on Twitter and Facebook by following your host, Dr. Aaron Kaplan.